A few moments later.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of The Bar. I'm your host, John Kerwin, aka Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. I'm a card carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly, and one of the founding members of Barracks Party Media. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Rumble. Of course, we're live on Facebook. The bar is just hang out with a couple of friends, couple of boys, some vets, sometimes a few, sometimes a lot, talk a lot of shit. Talk about what's going on, make fun of each other, reminisce. We always share a buttload of memes and laugh about those, watch some stupid internet videos sometimes, do some pretty cool interviews from time to time. Well, it's been a while since we've done that. But hopefully we can get that going in the future. And yeah, just have a good time. I take a lot of shots to the face, giggity. And yeah. What's up, Debbie? How you doing? How you doing? Dean just checking in. 20 days sober day. It was a tough day, tough one today because my legs been killing me all day, but I made it to the bar. Irony, just pouring out right there. So doing good. Awesome. Good to hear it. Love it. Thanks for checking in. Make sure you share us out. Cross promoting, sharing is the best way to help us out. Get a Rumble account. Doesn't cost you anything, and there's a lot of great content on there. And you can find us on Barracks Party Media, and find us the show, The Bar or Sports Church, which we'll do tomorrow at a different time, probably around 1600, maybe 1630 at the latest, because we have the new fantasy football league we're doing this year, the shit show by committee. We have our draft tomorrow at 1700 Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully that'll go well. It's usually kind of it's a fun show for us, but it's not a very great content show, but we do it anyways. And it's fun to watch us squirm and wiggle and break balls and whatnot. But yeah, if you get a Rumble account, like us there, find us on YouTube, Barracks Party Media, Facebook, you can find us on the bar, and share a link from Rumble to the bar, share a link from YouTube to Facebook, and back and forth and whatnot. And you can share us up to Twitter. We're no longer live on Twitter anymore because you need a premium account to do that. Elon's gotta send him nasty messages about that. Like, come on, bro, you can't do that. That's dirty. You got enough people paying you money. You don't need my whatever it is a month that I can't afford. We're gonna wait on Blue for a while. She's gonna be joining us, and much to my surprise, my co-host on Sports Church just jumped into the lobby, so I guess I'm going to bring him on and talk some shit with him. We call him Pops because he's my Pops. He usually is our auto racing expert on Sports Church, but I guess he's going to hang out with me for a minute until I annoy him, which I will do for sure. But please welcome to the bar, Pops.
Good evening, everybody. It's actually a momentous occasion. The Indy cars raced at the Milwaukee Mile again for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah, nice.
They were a prime attraction to the Milwaukee Mile. Used to sell out. I mean, that was how big it was, and then they completely died out. It was atrocious. I bet you there were times when they didn't have 20,000 people in the stands. So for one reason or another, people quit going. I don't know why. But they showed up today. I'd be willing to bet there's somewhere between 30 and 40,000 that made it to the track. They filled up the main grandstand. So
nice.
That's what they did. But that's the business of racing. The neat deal is that the Irishman from Mexico won the race. I mean, he drove like a Mexican or Irishman from Mexico. I
Yeah.
mean, he just outdrove everybody. It was really neat to watch.
Cool.
And there were other things that went on. Connor Daly, the substitute driver, he can't ever get a full term. He is driving the last 3 races of the year, and he managed to come home in 3rd place, I guess. And then Santino Ferrucci, remember him?
It sounds familiar.
And Santino is the crazy person in Indy racing. He actually isn't a crazy person. He just he's wild, and it's fun to watch. He's driving for AJ Foyt, and he brought it home in 4th place, which was pretty awesome for AJ Foyt. He hasn't had a top finish for a long time. The other 2nd place was Will Power, and then Alec Palou finished in 5th place. So the race for the championship goes on. There's still a shot for Palou. Well, Palou is the leader, and he has a good shot at. I mean, he's already won it 2 times, and he's going to win for a 3rd in 5 times. Now, he's been in the racing 5 years in IndyCar, and he's probably going to win it for a 3rd time in 5 years, which is outrageous. He's not flashy. He's never won on an oval, but he manages to get the job done. And when he's on the oval, he's always in the top 5, which is pretty neat to say. But anyway, it was an awesome race. A race at the Milwaukee Mile is definitely awesome because that track is just so neat. It's basically a relatively flat track. There's very little banking. I think 11% is the highest gradient that they have in the turn. So 11% is basically flat.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to see. They were basically running the Milwaukee Mile paved the inside of the turns, and the racing line was just above the paved surface. So it was kind of wide. It's like a lane and a half up was where everybody was running. So it was interesting to see that going on. And it was just neat to see a race at the mile. It's just been a while since we had a IndyCar. Used to be so neat because with it being a flat track and guys wanting to get ready for Indianapolis, they would come up and practice at the Milwaukee Mile because it's a flat track and it's basically the same banking at Indy. So they had the ability to try their equipment and their settings at the Milwaukee Mile before they went to Indy. So we used to get to see all the good teams and practicing at the Milwaukee Mile. So it was neat to see. And I was just excited that it was such a good race that I needed to let you know that the Milwaukee Mile is back.
I love it.
Another race tomorrow at 2:30 on USA Network.
We will be watching it for sure. Hey, guess what I found? Something about Mexican Irishman. This is comedian David Nahel. He is a former Irish diplomat.
Okay.
Who got fired?
A comedian?
Well, he got fired.
Well, that's about right.
And then became a comedian.
A comedian is basically the same thing.
Yeah, he got fired and then decided to become a stand-up comedian because what's funnier than being a diplomat? So yeah, he went for it. This is his little bit on it.
People in Mexico, we're a bit emotionally connected. I don't know if you know that. When at the front of the St. Patrick's Day parade in most places in America, there's a group called the San Patricios. There's no about those guys. So when Irish people came to America as refugees and were like, hello, America, we're desperate, we need help. They went, yeah, well, you'll have to fight in our war against Mexico on behalf of us if you want to come in. And we said, is there any other options? And they said no. So we got shipped off down to Mexico, a number of Irish people, and we're meant to be fighting against Mexico. And we're just hanging out. We're like, Jesus, we like these people. We have a lot in common. We both like drinking, dancing, fighting, mostly work in construction or precarily Catholic, we love soccer, we have problems with immigration, we speak a whole other language. We are one people. We're one people, and we just changed sides. We're like, let's fight on behalf of Mexico. And we became the first country in European history to fight on behalf of Mexico. And that's the longest way ever to say that we also shagged our way into Mexico. So
and that's how you get Pato Award.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's how you get a name like Pato Award. It's a great special. He talks about, like, you have no idea how many Irish people are out there. I bet you didn't know Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And he just goes on and on. He's like, we are one of the smallest countries in the world, and we shagged our way into every single culture, country, language, everywhere. It's just what we do. I'm like, yeah, you drink a lot and you're Catholic, that's going to happen. It just is what it is. Dean asked a question for you, Pops, since you talk a little bit about NASCAR before Blue gets in here, if she gets in here. Pops, how do you feel about NASCAR doing the heat races?
Believe it or not, this is something that I was promoting 10 years ago, I guess. Yeah. Because there was a lack of racing on qualifying day. You know, you went out and you ran 2 laps and you're done. And so I said, so yeah, the qualifying, all that does is set up the heats. And so you can run 4 heats and just run 10 laps. It's going to take at least a half hour to set it up and run 10 laps. So now you got 2 hours more of racing action for the fans. There's something to see, because then they can see the cars competing against each other, and the heats set up the field. So you got guys in the front who can compete on that racing surface, and they're not going to fall straight back because they can't drive in competition, which is something that happens quite frequently. You got a guy that is just an unbelievable dominating person that can qualify, and then he ends up going straight back because he can't drive in competition. So the heat would eliminate that, and I think it would be a wise deal for the racers to do it. The only problem you have is that you have the possibility of a guy wrecking his car, and he might not be able to make the race. Yep, that's possibility. However, the vast majority of the teams bring 2, if not 3 cars to the track. So you got a backup car, and you see some of these backup cars that are being brought by the Hendricks crew. They're much better than the cars that are raced by all the other guys. So I don't have any worries about that. And to be honest with you, unless you got to replace the whole car, the guys would pitch in and get you the stuff you needed to get into the race for the big race the next day. So I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on short track racing, of course, and I love, you go out, you do your 2 laps, and that's where you sit. And if your 2 laps are shit, then you start in the D, and you finish the top 2, you move into the C, you move into the top 5 there, you move into the B, and if you top 5 there, you move into the A, and it just makes for a more exciting night. Because your guy might have a bad day, but he's a good driver. he might just pull it out of his ass and make it all the way. And then it makes the feature so much fun because now you got a guy that's pissed off because he had a bad qualifying and had to crawl his way all the way up, and he's still got to start the back of the goddamn field. So he's pissed. Somebody's going to get wrecked. It's great. I get upset with people who watch racing like on the big tracks and whatnot, and they get all excited about crashes. I'm like, hey, that's somebody's going to get hurt. And we've certainly seen our share of injuries on short tracks, but I'd say 90% of the severe injuries that we've seen were with midgets or World of Outlaws or something like that. Whereas late model,
the only thing we really saw was again at midgets, and then the sprint cars from, and that wasn't a World Outlaws deal. That was a local modified racing deal. So
yeah,
and I mean it was a bad deal. The race went yellow, and somebody didn't quite slow down the way everybody else did, and he plowed into the guy, and basically came right into the cockpit, and bounced the kid's head around quite a bit, and the kid really got messed up. Had to learn how to walk again. He had a hell of a road to recovery. So that there are some bad injuries. But
speaking of bad injuries,
yeah,
my favorite people in the whole world next to my grunts, my gun bunnies.
The king of battle, the Camaro-owning, ASVAB waiver, caffeine-dependent tinnitus enjoyers that put rounds on target every single day. They, of course, didn't hear any of those jokes because this sick beat lives in their head, rent-free. By the way, your hearing loss is not service-connected. In all seriousness, these Joes play a pivotal role in the U.S. military's Combined Arms Doctrine. This is a polite way of saying we put our enemies in a no-win situation. See, this is Dimitri. He is a proud soldier in the People's Liberation Ground Force, a totally fictitious nation that pays no similarities to anyone at all. And these are his choices. 1, stay where he is and deal with the hundreds of incoming shells that are becoming increasingly more accurate. 2, advance forward only to be met by the most unhinged psychopaths on God's earth that just lost everything in a divorce and want to take it out on him. 3, give up, and we will all collectively point and laugh at his surrender from the ISR platform idling overhead. All of this is proudly fueled by typical pre-workout, and it's our honor to make that happen.
Hey, that brings up an interesting thing. The guys that shoot the big guns, the boomers.
The gun bunnies. Yeah.
How do they protect their ears?
They don't.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, they do, but they don't. I mean, there's only so much you can do.
And that's what I was getting at. I mean, the pressure around those guns is so unreal.
Oh, I know.
When a round goes out, it's just like, God.
Oh, I fell asleep on top of a pile of ammo that I had delivered.
I can believe that.
And they were like, this is, story told to me afterwards. Like, should we wake him up? Like, oh, we're going to wake him up. And I kind of heard, I see red. I see red. Boom. Like I was notorious for falling asleep. Man, that was a rough job. And sometimes, and I've been rolled off the back of a tank, woke up by a 155 millimeter howitzer that was, I don't know, 50 feet from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you wear hearing protection when you remember. It doesn't really do a hell of a lot after, so many fucking rounds.
Yeah.
But man, is it fucking fun. It is so fucking cool.
I can't believe the Marines gave up the tanks.
Well, I mean, don't get me started. I mean, you got me started. But yeah, I don't either. I think part of it was we're going to be island hopping in the Pacific, finding the first, second, third island chain. Google it. I'm not going to explain it to people. And so we're occupying these small atolls and fighting on these small islands. Like, we did in World War II, and we needed tanks that had tanks.
And the tank played a big part in that.
They did quite often, especially in places like Iwo Jima, Okinawa, which were very, those are very big fucking islands, by the way. But, and I think part of it was what was it? I might be grossly overstating this, but I don't think I am. I think on average it costs about $30,000 an hour to run an M1A1.
No.
Yeah. Because you got to figure in. So what they do is they figure in, of course, they figure in the labor cost, which is nothing because they don't pay you shit. But you figure in the maintenance, replacement parts because tanks break down, like it's going out of style. Right. You're running a jet turbine, which just swallows fuel.
Yeah,
swallows fuel.
Yeah, that I can agree. And you're right. The fuel costs are probably outrageous. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
You should see the logistics strain. You should look. You don't go deep down rabbit hole. Look how much it takes to run one of those tanks.
Yeah,
for 300 miles. How many supply vehicles need to be behind that force?
Well, at least one fueler.
And guess what? That fueler needs to get fueled too.
Yeah.
Because he's going to burn gas. Because he's carrying 500 gallons of gas, right? So
he's carrying more than 500, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you get the point, right? So he's heavy. He's burning gas. So you got to fuel him. You got to carry food for the guys that take, ammo for the guys that take, ammo for the guys who are carrying the fuel, food for the guys that are carrying the fuel. Then you got it just. That's why it's 4 to 1, and especially in the Marine Corps. Like there's literally, I think we're kind of back down to 175,000 ish.
Yeah,
which is where we're supposed to be. We got up to about 235 during GWAT at our peak because the Marine Corps is like, we can't fucking do this if you don't give us more people.
Yeah, but they're taking away too much. They're looking at taking away the A-10s.
Well, I mean, nobody likes that. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know why the Air Force is so insistent on getting rid of it. But the
Air Force doesn't like the A-10s because they ain't pretty.
It's not flashy, sexy, and it also, it costs them more. It costs them more money to maintain, upgrade, and refit them than they think it's worth. But to go back to the tanks, I think part of one of the reasons the Marine Corps got rid of it is the first reason I talked about the island chain shit, but also because we wanted the F-35 very, very badly, and to afford that, we had to give up something. Because the Marine Corps got the fucking worst budget, always fucking has. I mean, if you compare it on par, if you take,
but why did the Marines need the F-35s?
Well, because the Harrier is fucking outdated. We needed a short takeoff or vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. And the F-35 came along. The Marine Corps said, hey, can you build us that to our specs? And they're like, yeah, but it's going to cost you, $50 million airplane. And the number crunchers went, we can't fucking afford it. So we got to come up with the money somewhere, and so they did. Dean says, yeah, that's exactly why. Maintenance costs versus flight hours. They are holding a new competition. There's like 5 groups in it right now for a new CAS aircraft.
All right.
It's not going to be the A-10. You got to understand, A-10 is like an awesome aircraft.
Yeah, it's a bathtub on wings.
Right, but it's also hyper dependent on at least air dominance.
Yeah.
You can't fly that motherfucker unless you have air dominance.
Well, I mean, they do. They can put air to air on it.
Oh, it did get a kill in the Gulf War. I think the first Gulf War got a kill. But yeah, that was air. That was a weekend, and we had air supremacy in 3 days.
Yeah,
like the Iraqis only took off to I think they stopped flying after about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah,
and when they did take off, they just took off the airfields.
Yeah,
and then took a hard left and went right to Iran at full burner. and full burner on the deck and landed at any Iranian airfield they could find.
Yeah.
And just defected. It's like, fuck this. I'm not going, obviously we can't win. I mean, they did come close a couple of times. The Iraqis did come close a couple of times, but I digress. But the Marine Corps has always wanted a aircraft on par with the Navy, and we've had our legacy F-18Cs, which I got to see quite a bit of when I was in Miramar. Never flew without a dummy sidewinder, which was weird. Apparently they couldn't fly. The flight mechanics were all screwed up, so they always flew with one dummy sidewinder on one wingtip.
Why is that?
I guess it's the flight, that just the way the aircraft was trimmed out. I guess they had to have. I don't know. It was weird, but you never saw one ever saw a completely slick F-18. Slick is no pylons, no fuel tanks, no air to air, no nothing.
Yeah,
you never saw that. It's kind of crazy. I do miss a little bit of Fighter Town, but not that much because man, those guys were special. Because they every Marine Corps air station has to have a ground ammo tech, and there's a very good reason, because they don't teach those guys all they teach them was about air stuff and how to take. They don't teach them how to run magazines or how to be safe or anything like that. And when I got there, I about had a fucking stroke. And I remember First Sergeant calling me into his office and looking over my SRB going, "Are we gonna have problems?" I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna have problems, First Sergeant. We're gonna have problems. We're gonna have problems. You're on a shit show and you don't even know it." "Excuse me? You are? You want to walk? Let's go." "Hey, I got my record, all call related incidents. That's fine. I might have another one. I don't know. But guess what? I'm here and you can't get rid of me. So let's unfuck you, and then you can try and worry about how much shit I'm gonna give you." Which I never did. I never did give him any shit. I didn't get in any trouble there. Mostly thanks to a staff sergeant that I got in a very nasty fight with when he got transferred to our unit, but that's another story. But yeah, oh man, I miss that place. All right, here she is. Yeah, so happy. And she looks so happy. I love her. She is been with me for several years. She's a United States Naval veteran. She's a keeper of my leave. She's one of the only sober people on this show on a regular basis. She is the Ghost Whisperer. And should be fair, I got to show her this when she comes on. Please welcome to the bar, the one and only Michigan fan, Blue. Hey, what's up? Hey, look what I got. Look.
I gotta turn on the volume on my TV.
Oh, yeah. That TV, yeah. Look. Somebody sent me this. Smudge. I guess it's like a thing. Like
Yeah, so is holy water.
Yeah, but I'm only
in our house, but
I'm only Catholic on Christmas, Easter,
well,
that's pretty much Christmas Eve. That's about it.
Yeah.
If you do it, you have to do it in every single corner in your house, and then you have to have a window open in every single area you go in.
Why are you gonna have a window open?
Let them out, duh.
Oh. What if I just open up the garage door? Will that work?
Yeah, sure. Do that. Do whatever you gotta do. God.
Are you watching football? Are you seriously watching football right now?
Yes, I am. It's the first.
Oh my God! Who are they playing?
Fresno.
Then what the fuck are you worried about? It's Fresno.
Because their defense is doing great tonight. Their offense is like,
they scored a touchdown.
They scored a touchdown, but the rest of the fucking points that they've been getting is from fucking field goals. I'm like, what y'all doing? And they keep switching out the quarterback. I don't know why. Horse shit. God!
Fuck! Oh!
Just some footage of Blue watching a Michigan football game. Blue is a crazy cat lady, but with ghosts. Blue like, hey, we're gonna come check out your new house. Ghosts are great housewarming gifts. Now you have one.
Is that what you did when you came down here?
Yes.
Now I understand it.
Yes. Yes, she did. Damn it. So, but I got my smudge, and I'm just gonna open up a door and.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, the only thing he does is fuck with that damn light. And Dean says, "Oh, it's faulty wire." No.
Well, then I would just ask it questions. I mean, smartly, but
Yeah, I'm super.
Is it all he does is mess with the light?
Yeah.
You talking about Charlie?
No, the ghost.
Oh, the ghost. Oh,
The ghost.
Yeah.
The ghost.
No,
No,
the
the
ghost is no
is
worse than Charlie.
Well, I mean, hey, I got a black cat.
Charlie probably teaching the ghost stuff.
I got a black cat for a reason, man. Just saying. trying to bridge the gap, like, hey, look, I'm cool, man. Don't mess with my shit too much. No, it's all good. It's fun. I don't care. But basements are always creepy, but this one at times is fucking.
I would just have an intelligent conversation with it. That's just me, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Blue is also like, fuck you. These are my blankets. I gave you a ghost. What else do you want?
Just record your voice and see if something appears.
There's
My wife.
There she is. How you doing, baby? You crazy girl. Oh, God. I thought she was going to kill us all earlier. Cooking dinner. And apparently maybe the ghost is fucking with their fucking stove because apparently it went fucking screwy. And fucking Michelle just had a bit of a,
hey,
mom.
There's nothing wrong with the stove. I cooked on the stove.
Yeah, well,
I cooked in the oven.
I'd be careful about that.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
I'd be careful with that because Michelle might come out of left field and just tackle your ass. Yeah.
But we had one of our favorite dinners last night. Smoked sausage and sauerkraut and mashed potatoes.
German. Very German.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, not Michelle's favorite, but it's
cannot do that. I cannot.
Where is it? Where's the next one? This from Mandatory Fun Day. Quite a few, I'm sure, are very familiar with him, but just a little brief explanation, a little about the Marine Corps. Pretty simple.
You put enough members of the United States Marine Corps together, and this is what it will devolve into inevitably. All of these individuals are more than welcome into the mandatory mafia. I don't know why I just did that, because you guys couldn't see my arms. Most people don't know that Marines are one step above wild animals. And the more you put together in a small, confined space, the more feral they become. You see here, this looks like a barracks. Barracks is where service members live. On any given night at 2 a.m., 11 p.m., whatever, it basically is a zoo or an insane asylum, a prison. People can come and go, but that doesn't change the occupants. That doesn't change who they are in here. They are wild, feral animals. And that's why we send them to far-off places when we need to put the fear of God into people. Marines are good. They're good. They're solid. Just don't say anything bad about the Corps. They will get very upset. They do not care how bad it was when they were in. They're going to tell everybody it's the greatest organization on the planet. Most of them refer to it in ways that make me think it's more like a cult. Very culty. Just to yell at each other, make random noises to talk. Rah. They'll just say rah at each other.
They call Marines devil dogs. Say they got them from the county pound. No.
They picked them up off the streets.
Well, I mean, we were born in a bar, so
It's pretty obvious when they issue, travel orders. It's only a one-way ticket.
What's that?
Said when they issue travel orders, you only get a one-way ticket.
Yeah. Good times. Yeah, bored at a bar. It just kind of set the fucking stage from there on out. It was just like, it's just not going to be good from here on. You're screwed. Oh, what was I gonna play? Oh, that son. This is for me. This is for Blue. This is for all my vets. Try to go to sleep every night when we're sober, and the fucking mouse or the gerbil in the wheel just starts fucking turning and won't fucking stop. Oh, it's fucking horrible. And this is the shit that runs through our fucking heads. And it sucks. It's fucking annoying.
What if all the ancient Greek sculptures are actually all victims of Medusa? Sleeping is considered lazy, but going to bed early is not. So strange. The object of golf is to play the least amount of golf. Brushing your teeth is the only time you clean your skeleton.
Oh, God.
Don't recognize Clark Kent as Superman with his glasses. Does his eye doctor know his true identity? Have you ever noticed how supervillains always try to change things, and superheroes are the ones trying to prevent change? But what if all the ancient Greek sculpture?
Fucking chick.
I mean, the Kent one is. That makes sense. Like, dude, as soon
Yeah.
as you take him off, be like, you are Superman. Then he has to kill him right then and there.
Yeah. Oh man, I love it. I came across that. I'm like, I mean, like 90% of the people outside of my department definitely think I'm fucking a lunatic, because a lot of times I'll put my earbuds on and I'll walk outside and do a smoke break, and I'll see one of these videos and start laughing hysterically, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on with them?" Like,
I always laugh at the police videos. There was one yesterday that made me laugh. This kid gets pulled over and he calls his dad, and he was cussing out his dad, and his dad's like, "You know what, motherfucker? Good luck getting out of jail." Click. I was like, smart dad. I just fucking laugh. I was like, whenever you call your parent for help, do not cuss them out.
Yeah.
No.
You want them to help you. You don't want them to side with the police.
Man, if that were me and my mom would be like, "Bitch, rot." And then hang up on me.
Let me talk to the officer, see if I can add some more years to it.
Yeah, right. Like, hey, don't feed them. Don't feed them tonight. Don't give them that amazing bologna and cheese sandwich that I got that one time in the San Diego County Jail. That was awesome. It was super delicious, by the way. Deez's combo at Ton Tavern 200 years ago. Let's get the most violent terrorists we could find, give them guns and threaten the planet with them. Well, yeah, kind of. It's kind of how it works. My dad wouldn't even answer the phone. You have a collect call from county. No, click. I would.
My mom, I was surprised my mom
They
answered my call.
we accept the collect call from no.
Like, when she answered the phone anytime I called from boot camp, I'm like, "Oh my God, you actually picked up." She's like, "Yes, babe. Every time I understand it's a collect call, I know it ain't Taylor because he doesn't go out, and I know it's only you."
Oh, my one of my favorite guys ever. You can catch him, of course, Habitual Line Crosser on all the social media platforms. Also on the Unsubscribe podcast, which is absolutely hilarious. I'm really getting into that. It's very funny. They told a great story the other day about they had a raid camera up, which is just some big surveillance camera on top of a big pole, and they saw some dude out in the minefield digging, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Well, they drive out there and they're like, "What are you doing?" And this is bad. His impression is bad. Mine's worse. "I don't like my neighbor, so I dig up landmine and I put it in his front yard." And they're like, fucking okay, and just fucking fucked off, went back to base. Like, welcome to Afghanistan. But this is the latest one from him, or at least the closest one. It's pretty funny.
Well, guys, it's official. I'm heading out over to Poland. Yet another country that has chose to buy me and not you, kid.
Hey, it's not my fault. They literally passed a law that I can't be sold.
And as happy as we are that the winged hussars have returned, I would give up half of my F-35s for the 22 program. Poland, I love you. You're one of the homies, and you are my largest defense purchaser right now. Still can't do the 22, man.
Oh, come on. I'm 2/3 of the way there. Instead of red, white, and blue, you keep the blue. I'll just be red and white. Go on over to Poland and give Putin the business.
I'll take 7. No. And I'm dealing with my own things over here. I got a politician running for office who says that in the midst of our recruiting crisis, he's going to open a space National Guard. Didn't think it was physically possible to find somebody lower on the totem pole than the Coast Guard, but here we are. You know, speaking of space, I've been thinking about this whole venture and probably just going to cut my losses and sell out of it. I don't think space is for me. You couldn't have figured that out before you had people stuck on the International Space Station. If I have to go up there and get them myself, I am going to bill you, and I'm not going to skip the flashy ghost flames on the side of my fucking rocket. A job well done. Scratch 2 American F-16s.
What? Oh, come on, Uncle Sam. How much longer are we going to take this shit before you decide to send me in? Hey, Slavic Special Ed, it's all fun and games until I drag my baby maker across your fucking teeth.
There is something wrong with that one, America. Yeah, he was made when cocaine was pretty common in all engineering spaces. Grandpa Buff, relax. That's just what he's claiming. We have no proof about that.
I still don't like him. I don't like his policies. I don't like his face. And he looks like a thumb. Fuck you.
Everybody just relax. Russia, you're full of shit. And kid, you're there on a very specific mission.
Yeah, I got it. I'm here to intimidate. But you left me in a place that is literally the surface of the sun. I live in a country of sandcastles and nobody owns a can of fucking paint. On the other hand, if this goes off, it's going to be a real weird emotion for me. I hope my first interception is an old American museum piece, because on the one hand, yeah, I'll be happy I got an interception, but on the other, it's like I started a powerlifting competition at an old folks' home. Did I really win anything?
Oh, did anyone catch the replay on those couple of drones that I intercepted? Pow, pow, took them down. No problem at all.
God fucking damn it, not again.
God, I hope Iran pops off, or I'm not going to know what the hell to do with him. Hey, Uncle Sam. If it isn't the world's most powerful Navy, you always got good news. What's up, buddy? So, funniest story ever. We're out of pants. You're telling me I have 11 super carriers, the first, second, and fourth largest air forces in the world, and you can't get pants. I don't know what to do in this situation. I need an adult. I need an adult here, adult. Well, guys,
The Navy ran out of pants, Blue.
We ran out of tampons one time, so that doesn't surprise me.
How the fuck you run out of pants, Blue?
I don't fucking know, but I basically had to beg my mother to, care package some boxes. She sent like 18.
Jesus, man.
But she bought them from Sam, so they were all cheap.
I don't know. It was tight.
I would have just said, go down to Walmart and buy some jeans, and they're the official attire until we get some pants.
Yeah, good luck with that. Welcome to the military. But I have a whole new arsenal to go at 2 of my cousins who decided to join the Navy, even though I got the whole Chicago recruiting command to show up at their fucking Eagle Scout promotion with fucking K-bars dedicated to that fucking thing, and they still joined the goddamn Navy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, by the way, need me to send you a care package with some pants? Just saying.
I'll send them some, because at least I know I will actually send them pants and not a fucking dildo saying you should have asked somebody else for pants.
Why would I ever do that?
Because we know you. Now moving on.
Probably true. Probably mostly true. All right.
No, probably about it.
Yeah, good point. You want to have a little bit of a mind-blown science thing? I always love sticking these in every once in a while. Love this guy, Brian Cox.
God, what the fuck?
Here we go. If it ever fucking loads. There we go. There we go. Only British people sit like this, but whatever. What are you going to do? He's a very smart guy. I made Dad listen to him for like 3 hours on a road trip one time.
Not eternal prison. You have a lifetime. One day, whatever's in there is returned to the universe. The question is this: what happened to all the stuff that fell in? The way I've described it, the way Einstein's theory describes it, is somehow that stuff goes to the singularity. All that's left in the far, far future is Hawking radiation. Those particles that were produced in the vicinity of the event horizon. The question is it possible, if you could collect all that radiation, all the Hawking radiation through the whole life of the black hole, that the information about everything that fell into the black hole throughout its history is imprinted in that radiation in the far future? Is that true, or is it not true?
Fucking hate those guys. They make it just understandable enough to go, what? Like, I get it a little bit, but yeah. Dean said supply chain issues from COVID, or China found out where those pants were going. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know. Are they made? Nah, they're not made in China, are they?
No, they're not made in China.
Probably Vietnam, right?
You know what I still don't get? Why the fuck? I'm not gonna lie. I love Michigan, but I'm like fucking scared to go against Oregon this year.
Don't ever be intimidated by a West Coast
I'm
team.
fucking scared of Oregon right because like I'm like,
Are you
oh
playing?
my
Are you playing them
God.
there, or are you playing them at the big house?
I don't know. I didn't really look at the full schedule yet. I just saw Texas, and I saw Minnesota, and then Arkansas, and then USC is after Texas. No, USC is after Minnesota.
If you're
And then
playing,
Arkansas.
You gotta worry about
you're
Texas.
playing there. A little bit of a story. If you're playing the big house in Michigan, nah. I wouldn't worry about a West Coast team. It just no way. I've never seen it. And I can't remember the last time somebody's come in from there and come in the Midwest and whooped up on Ohio State, Michigan, or even fucking Wisconsin, to be honest with you. Not in our house. Not in our house.
Get out of our house.
Yeah, there you go. Got fucking.
You got a big one.
I know. I'm trying to keep my optimism, but I'm like the way this offense is playing. I'm like, dear Jesus.
You got Texas.
Jesus, God almighty.
Oh God. Somebody sent me this one. Oh yeah. It's a star. I can't remember exactly how I really want to describe it. It's pretty much being realistic about Star Wars a little bit, I guess. That's the best way to put it. If it loads. If it fucking has audio.
Was it completely justified?
Wait, what? The Death Star, for one.
The Death Star was more of a scare tactic than anything. I mean, how many planets did you really see us blow up with that thing?
You blew up Alderaan.
Oh, you mean the planet harboring fucking terrorists? Yeah, we blew that thing up.
Okay. Completely killed him.
Oh, you mean the master fucking wizard who infiltrated our base with a lightsaber? Yeah, not really innocent there, was he?
You blew up like half of my friends flying around in their ships.
You mean the terrorists that were attacking us? Yeah.
You froze Han and Carbon.
Oh, come on, don't even go there. He was wanted for like millions of things. I was doing the galaxy a favor there.
I mean, you've killed so many rebels. I mean,
terrorists.
But then you sliced my hand off, but you didn't kill. I guess you're not. I don't know. This is really fucking with me right now.
Yeah, really opened your eyes there, didn't I? So, when forces can rule this galaxy is
killed a bunch of children once.
Whoa! Oh, come on, that's cheating.
You killed Turtle. Come on, that's cheating. Oh my god! All right, Dean. Dean's coming in. Well, he goes. The big house in Michigan. Is it in the projects? It's the projects, isn't it?
On the contraire, no.
Oh man, I hate Michigan slightly less than Ohio State, but I still do hate Michigan. But it's like it is what it is. I know my role. I know where I'm at. I'm like the B team of the Big Ten. I win 8 games a year, then I lose to somebody like fucking Arizona State. I still make it to the Big Ten championship, and I get blown up by 46 points. So fucking is what it is. Because we can't recruit quarterbacks, we can't fucking recruit fucking wide receivers. So all we do is run the ball down your throat, and eventually, the big time schools. They can stop that just enough, and then it's over. And when you're a one trick pony, even in college football, man, it's over. That's been Wisconsin for fucking ever, pretty much. So, it is what it is. I gotta see if I can pull this up. I say we get to some memes. How do you feel about that? You guys down for some memes? Memes. Try to keep up. Memes. Memes. Oh, this is an oldie but a goodie, but we'll start with it. Why not? I don't know what this game is, but I want in. Oh, whatever. It's a good one. It's old. It's fucking old, but I'll give a little homage to Dean. Congrats on being 19 days sober. Proud of you, brother. As you sit here watching me get shithoused. It's pretty funny. Shithoused, yes. Doctor, is it bad news, Jim? Jim, what is doctor? You have to stop masturbating. Oh God, why? Because I'm talking to you. Yeah. That's probably a good time to back it off a little bit there, buddy. It's all good though. Boeing Jesus. Fucking swear to God, I don't know what's in this stuff. Actually, I do, but it fucking got in my throat. Boeing Starliner astronaut stranded in space for 8 days will not return home until 2025. Werner von Braun, fake Twitter account. I love it. Humanity has about 6 months to purchase 8 billion ape costumes for the ultimate prank.
Thought you were coming home, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you. Oh, you.
Me, I'll do it at 6 times, 6:05. Wow, looks like I'm gonna wait till 7 now. Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's me. Yeah, it's fucking sucks. Remember the Lion King was Scar cheated to win the title's king. The Pride Land was overrun with hyenas, and all the lions lost everything they had built and just maintained. Just asking, no reason. Moving on. Someone had Taco Bell. Ooh. Ooh. That's
That doesn't look good.
No, it does not look good. I don't know. I don't know. I know you're pretty good about eating blue, and my wife cooks 90% of our meals, so we rarely ever get fast food, but we do. And sometimes it's at a pinch, or we both decide it's a good idea to drink one night, which is never a good idea. And it's like gotta get McDonald's breakfast or something like that, and inevitably a few hours later, it's like,
that's why
you get the gurgle, and then
you went to McDonald's. You should honestly. I would much rather have Burger King, but
I absolutely cannot do Burger King breakfast.
Anyways, I had this morning. I stopped and got my I was gonna get a coffee, but then I was like, you know what, I shouldn't. I'm trying to be a little bit better about my health. I was like, I'll just get a tea. But I remembered that my coffee shop, Big B, sells the maple egg sandwiches. And it's basically a waffle infused with maple syrup, and like it's so damn good because you bite into that bitch, and you'll find like the occasional spot where like it's just like a clump of maple syrup that like crystallizes, and you just eat into it, and it's like, oh my god, I was so thankful. I was like, I'm probably gonna get another one tomorrow. Well, I'm probably gonna buy 2 tomorrow. But yeah. But it was just so good. It's got the egg, the cheese, the bacon, the waffle. It's just so fucking good. Anyways, I'm gonna ignore your Rick roll here.
No, I get you. Hey, everyone, he's in the army. See, nobody cares unless you're a Marine. Goddamn right. Rah. Who protects your ships? That's
Not
right.
you. Not you.
Fucking
Sure
hell yeah.
shit, not you. Not once did I see anybody in my fucking pier that was a Marine guarding my fucking ship. Not even the fucking shipyard. No, y'all weren't there. Shut the fuck up. The only time y'all show up is on deployment, and you have to fly to the boat.
Sea duty. We guard your capital ships.
No, you fucking don't.
Yeah, we fucking do. It's an MOS.
No, you don't. Not on our aircraft carriers. No, the fuck you don't.
Erroneous.
Were you on one?
No, I never. I did not qualify for that.
Boosh, boy, boosh.
Did not. Well, I mean, I could have qualified, but somebody told me it's my vagina or.
Oh, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you didn't. So
I didn't. Thank God I didn't. LabCorp. Of course, I'm glad we escaped. I just wish I could say goodbye to the cocaine button one more time.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, keeping up with the comments here. Navy protects our own boats. No, you don't. Okay, I guess we made that MOS up. We'll deal with that later. When you land yourself a goth girlfriend, even though you eat trash and sleep in an abandoned car. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Shh, I think I hear a sub. Oops. I don't think that's how you do it.
This is why I don't fly, period.
Well, that answered that question.
Oh my god.
Yes, you got it. I'm glad you got it. Oh, I'm so scared.
Is it African or European?
I don't know. It looks like I think it's pretty big. I think it's an African swallow. Yeah, that's an African swallow for sure. Crisping a coconut. Jesus Christ. Oh, greatest movie ever.
What?
The Quest for the Holy Grail by Monty Python.
Damn it.
When asked how fascism starts, Bertrand Russell replied, "First they fascinate the fools, then they muscle the intelligent." 3 golf clubs went into a bar. The putter asked for a beer. The wedge ordered a tequila. And the third said nothing for me on the driver.
Oh god.
That's fucking good. Come on, Riker's beard is one of the best punny meme pages ever. Just remember that somewhere out there is a cat wearing a dish towel cape on the mission to save the world.
Aw.
Yeah, right. Oh. Trump flew to Russia. That was me. Trump kept indicators. That was me. Trump instructed an active mitigation. That was us. Trump had a quid pro in Ukraine. That was me. Yeah, you poor motherfucker. I feel bad for that boy now. I do. I feel so bad for him. Like, oh, he got like just, hey, fuck off. Move on. Like, damn. Has anyone tried unplugging the United States and plugging it back in again? It might work. Take the cartridge out, blow on it, stick it back in. I don't know. Control Alt Delete. I don't know.
You have to blow on it like you're blowing a harmonica.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it wouldn't be allowed to breastfeed on the battlefield. No, they have to Marines just like everyone else. Get the fuck out of here, CNN. Gaslighting. What are you doing? Never fucking gonna happen, but you had to write an article about it because fucking, reasons, I guess.
Bro,
Uh-oh. We don't have girls in the Marine Corps. We have Marines who happen to be female. Raw. Lost dog, breeds slut, likes to sniff coke, answers to Heather. Last seen fucking Mike. Jesus. Oh, the last thing my buddies see when I tell them I'll meet you at the barracks. Don't worry about me.
Ew. 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 God. God, shame on all y'all.
Oh, it's happened to every boot.
You know what's funny too is that it reminds me of when a friend of mine down in Virginia and his name is Mike, Marine veteran, good friend of mine that I've known since I was like 18. Took him out to the clubs, and we were at this one, and he was like really jabbing it up with this girl and whatnot. I'm having myself a good time, and he's like, "Hey, I might go home with this girl tonight." And I looked at her and I was like, "Ooh, so before you do, let's take a picture." I was like, "Get her number, and if you feel the same way as you do tomorrow when I show you her picture, call her." So he does, very reluctantly. Next day, he's like, "Oh my God, thank you for saving my dick from that horse mouth, because she had teeth that were like huge and fangled looking. And she had, I'm not joking, it looked like a thing on your lip."
Oh, God.
And I was like, "I don't think you want to go home with that tonight, dear. Just think about it."
Emotional damage.
Yeah, basically at that point, I was like, "You are the epitome of a fucking Marine, because you'll just bang anything at this point."
Oh, God. All right. So contributing factors are you're on your own for the first time. You're away from family and friends. You're scared. You're lonely, even though you got your boys, and something that resembles a woman pays attention to you. And you're drunk. You're drunk
just
as
because I'm
shit.
a female doesn't mean I go home with everything that resembles a man.
No, but you're different. Chicks are different than guys. Guys are supposed to fuck everything we see. That's how the human species really is fucking probably still here. Because we're built to like, oh, you have a vagina? I am going to implant in that vagina, because if I don't, we're all going to die. Because a tiger's going to eat. Tiger ate Bob yesterday. All right. A bear killed Fred. Fucking 2 of my kids died from some shit we don't even know. That motherfucker, my uncle, ate some berries. We told him not to. He's dead. So now we went from like 12 to 4. So I got to make up some numbers. It's an evolutionary thing. And then you put that into the modern world and we're alone. You get a shit-faced drunk, or we get ourselves shit-faced drunk. And then somebody just, you lose all, and someone comes up to you and you're just like, fuck it.
I'm going in that. I am.
Men sleep with who they can. Women sleep with who they want to. See? There you go. Thank you, Dean. Yes, it is what it is, man. But that is, I've seen that so many times.
Don't get me wrong. I've had my hoe days. I had my hoe days.
Everybody does. Yeah, but
like Jason asked me one time, he's like, "What's your body count?" I'm like, "I don't think you really want
didn't
to know."
ask her that. Don't ever ask that. It doesn't matter. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I said, as long as it doesn't matter, I'm with you. No, we're not going down that path. And I was like, I don't think you want to know.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I didn't ask Michelle. She didn't ask me, and I was like, it came up, and I was kind of like, no, let's just no. She's like, yeah, good call. I'm like, yeah, no shit. But that's, there's some meeting somebody in your late 30s, early 40s versus 22, whatever, and horribly insecure and everything. Just oh god, I can't. Wish I could go back in time and beat my own ass.
There's been many times I'm like, oh my god, you are a little hoe. Like, what were you thinking? Oh, not at all. That's right.
That's right. You weren't. The first Karen emerges from a vat of pumpkin spice latte, demanding to speak to the manager. It has begun.
September. Yeah.
It has begun. Tomorrow it is.
I might just get one. I don't know.
Don't go to Starbucks. Go to your local coffee shop.
No, I'm going to my local. I'm not doing fucking Starbucks. Starbucks is ridiculous. Oh,
Oh.
run, fool, run! God,
How much of the edible did you eat? Speak up. I'm not wearing pants.
for real. Shit. It's
Oh,
like
that's
when I got high with my brother, my brain was like, keep talking so he doesn't know you're high. No, shut up so he doesn't know you're high.
that's gonna happen to me in about 30 minutes or
So we
so,
need to cut the
probably.
show short then.
Yeah. I may or may not have ate some fun stuff. If it was easy, we would let the Air Force do it. Easy killer. Easy killer.
I'm just saying.
Easy.
I'm just
Easy.
saying.
Easy. Yes, your job is 1,000 times more harder, but just, save some sexiness for the rest of us. All right. If I can. By the way, what is he, Blue?
It's either a plane. Well, Browns usually were like the plane captains and whatnot. But I can't remember what the Browns were. They usually were just like plane captains. No, Browns were. What were fucking Browns? They're squadrons, so they're from other stations. Like the ones that we had I think 2 that were from Washington State,
Mm-hmm.
1 from South Carolina, and then another one from Florida. Because I think there's like a total like 5 or 6 squadrons that come on the boat.
So are they mechanics? Are they plane chiefs or?
So it really varies. Like you get the one that I think he is more so of like the mechanic itself.
Yeah.
But they all have like their own different shirts. I just know what fucking those are made. I know what the fuck we are. I never really fucking paid attention to those people, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, Dean probably knows more right now than I do because I can't fucking. Yeah, plane captain. We're brown.
There's a funny video. These guys I watched, and I got my dad into them called the Grim Reapers, and one of them is quite a few of them are active duty or veterans, and they're all aviation veterans, and they showed a documentary at the beginning of the video of A-10 coming back from a mission in Afghanistan, and he goes, "There's my buddy," and there's an A-10 landing with half a wing.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, "Yay!" And then the camera goes to the crew chief, and he goes, "That's my buddy," and look at his face, and he's just, "God damn it!" I'd rather you just not bring the plane back at this point, just fucking eject and just dump the plane. Now I gotta fucking deal with this for 6 fucking months. Like, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, so Dean just wrote down. That's what I thought. The mechanics are in green.
Okay.
But yeah, like ABEs, they were green. ABHs were blue. AOs wear red.
Yep.
ABFs wear purple. And then you get like the people that work up in the with the captain and such. They are like white. And then it just ABHs are either yellow or blue depending on their position on leadership.
So craziest people on the flight deck, AOs. Gotta be right.
If you sometimes have to watch like videos of like flight decks because like you see each rate scrambling to a jet to get their shit done first before the other rates run to it.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah.
ABS will have their fucking houses like, no, bitches. Like they all legit make a mad dash, and whoever gets there first gets their shit done.
I got mad respect for fucking carrier people for sure. Like I can't imagine doing that job for like 16 hours a day in the Gulf or whatever. Pick one.
Like people are like, oh, this like I watch videos of like people on ocean liners and they're like, oh, this ocean breeze. It's like, bitch, where was that shit at when I was? No. It was just still hot air that maybe blew by and it was like, still hot.
Yeah, surrounded by water, and you stick and it's shit. And there was a good habitual line crosser video. I'm not gonna find it, but he was like, it was the F-22. He's like, how the fuck is it hot and humid? It's a desert. What the fuck? And like, yeah, that's a fucking thing, man. Like if you're close enough to water, if you're on the coast or you're running the Gulf of Aden or what is it? The one Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Strait of Hormuz, that area, right? That's
is it
it right there.
Strait of Qatar? No, not Strait of
Nah.
Qatar.
Anyways, it's the fucking desert surrounded by fucking water. You're in water, but it's fucking all it does is heat the water and kick it up to you. And you're on a ship thinking you're looking at water and like, I should be cool. No, it's fucking horrible. It's like 110 degrees and it's 90% humidity. And you take a shower, you grow moss on your ass the next morning. Like it's that bad.
It was so hot inside the ship that legit the metal walls would sweat.
Sure. Yeah,
and then
from day to night. Yeah.
You end up, and like in my job as the ABF, I dealt down in the actual bottom of the ship, so like with the pumps and the pipes and everything else. So I had to wear coveralls, and it would get so hot that you basically were like de-blousing at the half of your coveralls, rolling up your pants, and then rolling up your shirt, and then just lying down on the floor, hoping like some coolness from the floor would go up through your back. Like, and then you're trying to put your hair up in like the highest, tightest bun as much as you could because you don't want any fucking strands touching the back of your neck.
Right.
It was just like, oh my God, I hate it here.
He says you literally get in the shower sweating, you get out. And
Oh my God,
sweating.
you would get in the shower sweating, especially if they turned off the fucking. Oh my God! So like when we were going through the Suez,
did they have the time? Did they have the timed shower? Like
yeah. Well, no, they don't have a time shower, but they tell you not to go when all the girls, especially all the females, as soon as everybody gets off their like fucking 12-hour shift or whatever.
Yeah.
All the females head to the showers, and you can guarantee there will be no fucking hot water after that fucking horde goes through. So like I would get off, work, go to the gym. Or I get off work, eat dinner, go to the gym, and then I would come back. And of course, I would come in when like taps would already have gone through.
Yeah.
So like I'd be the only one in the shower, and it would just be cold, and that's fine. But like when you come out and that heat is just, they say they're like, yeah, the AC works. I'm like, barely. It's hot. It's still fucking hot.
And why does the water taste like jet fuel again?
But like, we never really ran out of hot water, but you can guarantee that your showers were not going to be warm, especially if like the whole horde of females took over the fucking pump lines.
Right. The horde of females.
Well, that's basically what it was like every female making a mad dash, like, move, bitch. I got 2 feet of fucking.
Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Move.
It's just like, you would. I think one time when we went to the Suez, we were not allowed to have showers because they had to shut off all the water, toilet, everything. So like if you wanted to be clean, my technique was doing like a little bird bath. You would take like a little bit of water, like a bottle of water, put soap on a loofah, do that all your body, take a little bit more water, and then like baby wipe all over.
Yeah, I was gonna say what happened to the baby wipes. Yeah.
And then
what was the reason you didn't have any water?
Because when you go to the Suez, that's basically their drinking and fishing supply. So if you were to flush the toilets, use the showers, etc., you would be basically contaminating the water.
Oh, the Suez Canal is uncontaminated?
According to them.
I mean, very cool.
969 licks it took me before I found out the lollipop was from Colorado. Oops. It shouldn't take you 969 licks. It should take you like
Jesus.
a couple. POV. You just PCS. You don't know where anything is. You're wandering around the base like.
Me in Norfolk. Like, where the fuck do I go?
Yeah, in Norfolk. I feel bad for you going there. That's fucking huge. I went to 20 Palms is fucking stupid.
I mean, I knew where I had to go.
Miramar is tiny, so I
knew where I had to go. Like the piers were like a straight shot. You go through all the way to the back, then go to the left, and there was all the piers lined. Yeah. You just had to remember which one your ship was going to be docked at. Like, 1 week we'd be at 12, then we pull out to sea for like a couple weeks, then we pull back into 8 or whatever.
Gotcha.
But usually most of the time they had like the aircraft carriers like on the very far end, so that it was easier for us to get out. And then like
Right.
all the battleships, or not battleships, but the destroyers and whatnot, they were like, yeah.
The Tychos. Those
And
big,
then like
beautiful
if the British were pulled up with us, if we had like, what was it, the USS Cole, they pulled in alongside us one time for like a very brief couple days or something. It just really depended where we were going to be parked at.
I heard stories. I don't know if it's true of like when they do exercises. I think this was in the Med, where like because you have generally. I don't know everything about Navy, carrier battle groups, but generally there's a couple subs or a sub out there. There's your carrier. There's a Tycho. That's a cruiser. And you've got like 3 or 4 Arleigh Burkes, destroyers. Flight 2, Flight 3 now, mostly Flight 3 now. And anyways, they were going through doing a drill where they lit up the Aegis on the Tycho, which the whole fucking front of the mast is this fucking radar, and they just smoked a whole flock of birds. Like they just flew in front of the radar and just microwaved them mid-flight. They just dropped in front of the fucking ship. Like, oops, sorry.
I heard we got told one story by our teacher in A school. He said one time they were, I think he was on a LHD, or was he on an aircraft carrier? I can't remember which one he was on. But they were on one, and he said they felt like this violent thud on the ship. And come to find out, everybody goes up. Come to find out, they had hit a whale.
Oh shit!
And so so technically you're supposed to report it. They're just like, oh,
yeah. That whale was done. Yeah. Fucking hit a fucking whale with a carrier. That whale's done. It's
but
done.
like there'd be a couple of times like where like sometimes where I was working at, if it was quiet enough and like the boat had stopped and like anchored for like the night or something, you could hear like the whales kind of singing through the hull of the ship. And it was very peaceful. And then you come to terms, oh my God, we're actually still under the water.
See, that would fuck me up. That was one of the problems with me joining the Navy was like, oh man, like it's so romantic, the ocean, but I'm also not an idiot. It's the military, so it's gonna suck. And also, I'm probably gonna be under the water a lot. Even if I'm on a ship, I'm gonna be under the water. So yeah, no, good. I'm good. Just get me to. I'll be the. I'll join the service where you just kick me off and send me hit the beach, bitch. Like, all right, that's cool. Get me off. Get me off this fucking death trap. Oh, lemonade 75 cents. Cookies 2 for $1. AK-47 $700. Or no, that's a bit expensive for. Well, depending on where it's from. Facebook police waiting for us to start posting dumb shit in the morning. Weights and community standards. Oh, you fucking Facebook fucks. You're fucking hilarious. By the way, why do you keep...
It's worse when they get you for something that you posted like 2-3 years ago. You're like, what? I don't remember this shit. What the
Why
fuck?
is my account on suspension? What? I don't even remember. What the
Right. And then you're like, okay, anyways, like I got suspended one time because somebody posted something. It was like a dude kicking his roommate's dog, and like the roommate ended up beating that dude's ass. I said, "You're damn right. I would beat somebody's ass too if they kicked my dog." Immediate suspension. I was like, so everybody else. But if I say it and they're like, "Oh, it was a threat," I'm like, "To who?"
There's a flag.
God.
Oh. I'll ignore him all day so he knows I am mad. What a nice, quiet day.
Oh no, I disturb your peace. If I'm mad, I'll be like, no, fuck it. I'm not gonna give you the silent treatment. Fuck you. You get my mouth
You
all
Michelle,
fucking day, just bitching at you.
You and Michelle yeah. Yep. Yep. What do you want? Free speech for everybody, just for us. That's not free speech. You're racist. Damn it. The American exchange student showing up at the Battle of Hogwarts about to change the whole dynamic.
Oh God.
I cast 6,000 rounds per minute. Look at the size of my new TV compared to my new dishwasher.
Oh.
Yeah, it took a minute, didn't it? It's all right.
Oh, no, it didn't. Oh.
I breathe air for you. I pump blood for you. I filter waste for you. Buy another gun. Fuck yeah, buy another gun.
I overthink too much shit for you.
Oh my god. No, I need more ammo. I love my AR. I desperately want AK-47 just because I fucking loved that gun when I had it and I sold it because I was an idiot. But man, it's such a fun gun. But I love my AR, but ammo is not cheap, so I just buy more ammo. Buy more ammo.
Oh, that was fucking brilliant.
There you go.
Love it. And he does not have anybody. I love it.
Decent. We had a whale on the Vincent. Oh, Carl. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, or sort of pings off our hull. Yeah. Who's actively pinging though? Do you do that? Actively, like in peacetime, you just actively okay.
Well, yeah, you gotta make sure shit fucking still works, and then they do.
I guess you do every once in a while, right? But most of it's passive
we don't
nowadays,
do it.
right?
It's not like we're fucking looking for U-boats.
No, I know. No, I just thought most of it was passive now, like But I guess you got to test it to see if it works. One ping only, please. What movie is that from? Come on, Dean. Somebody. One ping only, please.
Is it? No, it's not up telescope, up periscope. It's
no.
I can't remember.
I'll give you a hint. It was a Scotsman playing a Russian.
Oh, Red October.
Hunt for Red October, yeah.
Same fucking thing.
The same fucking thing. Kamala Harris has thrived in debates. Will her tactics work on Trump? What the fuck? I just put this up just because I caught it from the BBC. Because I have the CNN app, I have MSNBC, I have all of them, and I just love to compare notes, right? And this was the funniest shit I seen all day today. Kamala Harris, I don't care what side of the aisle you sit on, ladies and gentlemen, but Kamala Harris has thrived in debates. The bitch didn't make it to Iowa. She got trounced in every single. What the fuck are you spitting? Like at this point, it's lunacy. It's lunacy. You can hate Trump. That's fine. I get it. It's kind of easy to hate the guy. I don't hate him. He's my guy.
But I hate some of the shit that comes out of his mouth. It's like,
oh yeah. And my guy dropped out and endorsed him. So now I'm kind of fucked. So now I gotta, now I'm kind of. I was gonna vote for RFK. My dad's probably having a stroke right now. But
no, I know he's out of it, so I don't care.
Yeah, he's out, but he endorsed Trump, and so now I'm like, well, I got to go there. But this is the funniest shit I swear to God I've seen all day. She's thrived in debates. When have you watched any of them? They're just making shit up now. It's just hilarious, and it's only gonna get worse. Oh yeah, anybody get that joke?
Yeah, we get it.
Pops, you don't get it?
Yeah, no, we get it.
Remember all those people in Africa who
we got it?
I didn't say it. I didn't hear Pop say it. Jesus. Relax. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Pop, say something. Good grief.
How can you tell if a girl's horny when you put your hand up her skirt and it feels like you're feeding a horse? Wow. Farewell, hot girl summer. It's time for mentally unstable fall. Yay! Can't wait.
Yay!
When the E4 Mafia finds out their lower enlisted brethren can't buy cigarettes at the shop pet because they're not 21. God. $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. That is by far one of the dumbest shits that military has ever done. You can't buy cigarettes if you're 21. Oh, but I can walk outside the gate and buy them. What the fuck was the point of it? What? It was like changing the drinking age. Why? Especially in California, because Tijuana was so goddamn close. We had an exemption there for a while. It was like there was no point. And then General Krulak, reversed it. And guess what? A bunch of fucking Marines died. Oh, we're going to outlaw it. Oh, well, yeah, because that's going to stop Marines from fucking going somewhere and drink. Yeah, good luck with that. Thanks, you fucking idiot. By the way, I'm sure his father loved his son a lot, but Victor, not a fan of his policies. Just saying. Just saying. And that's first person experience. Hey, vegans, plywood, paint, varnish, and tile and carpet glue contain ML products. You're surrounded. Sleep tight tonight. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you'll sleep because you're always tired. Exorcist, I'm here to remove the demon that has possessed you. Me. I didn't call you demon. I did.
I want out.
Have you seen this guy's knees? Get the fuck out. Get me out of here. This is bullshit. He wakes up and he's hurt. He went to sleep. He was fine. Oh.
He thought of something kind of wicked, which I even was like,
Right. We could drink on base in Washington, but couldn't drink on base in San Diego. Yeah, I know. Fucking it, just oh god, I could rant on for fucking ever on that. Just dumb. I could buy a house, buy a gun, sign my life away to the military, but I can't drink and I can't buy smokes. Wait, what? Okay. In Norway, up and not crying is a not uncommon response to how's it going type questions, and I feel like that's a very reasonable standard to hold oneself to, especially nowadays. Yeah. How you doing? I'm up and I'm not crying.
if I'm up and I'm crying, there's a problem. If I'm down and still crying, there's still a problem.
It works. It works. I like it. I like it a lot. Struggle with sleep. Here are some useful tips. Turn off your phone early. Have a relaxing bath. Open up the window. Help a raccoon climb through the window so you can watch Netflix together. This is a sleepover now. Make popcorn for the raccoon. Avoid caffeine. Just putting that out there.
Nay. You know what's funny? I actually watched a video on TikTok the other day. It was this family found a bat in their trash can. They were trying to set it free.
Yeah.
And the bat started climbing up the tree and then flew at the camera person. I screamed with the camera person because I would die. That would be the end of me.
That is. We have so many projects that are supposed to happen in the next year, and mine, besides the chickens, is I'm going to have my facilities manager, who's a Marine Corps veteran, come over and help me construct a bat roost.
Construct what?
A bat roost.
Oh, God. Okay.
So we have a bunch of bats.
Wonderful. We're getting no mosquitoes. Okay.
No mosquitoes. Yes. That's the whole point. Oh, this one is fucking great. This motherfucker. Just fucking just wow.
What was it? I saw somebody post a meme. It was like Machine Gun Kelly looks like what's that guy up at Little Nicky?
Oh,
the brother, the English bloke.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his fucking name, but I was like, "Oh, he ain't wrong."
So Machine Gun Kelly came out and threatened Sean Strickland, which is probably one of the dumbest things you could possibly do. Now, probably for publicity and to get viral and get fucking clicks and all that other shit, which is what these people fucking live on. But I mean, I'm like, seriously, one advice I give to anybody: never ever start a fight with a guy who has cauliflower ears. Just don't ever do that, because that dude is just no.
He don't care if he got blown.
They don't care.
He don't give a shit.
Because here's the thing: that is a thing that is easily taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is cut it. It bleeds out. And you're good.
Yep.
But the motherfuckers wear it as a badge of honor and as a warning symbol. It's kind of like a fucking rattlesnake rattling its fucking tail. Like, just don't. I know you're drunk and you're a badass and you think you're off. Don't try and fight me. You're gonna die or lose. Probably lose. Maybe not die, but most of those guys are just fucking pop you and before you hit the ground as you're unconscious, grab you before you bonk your head on the concrete. But yeah, that just threatens it. dude, what the fuck? And here's the thing. She should be with him, not that guy. Because he's not going to protect her. He'll protect her. Like, oh, but whatever.
I think they're both fucking just made for each other. They're just loony as all get out.
Too fucked. They should be,
It's
because nobody else
like,
needs to deal with their shit. Yeah.
It's like, what was it? Watching Jennifer's Body. I'm like, and she didn't even have to have a script. It was all.
Yeah, just tits and ass. Yeah. Oh, she's gorgeous, but fucking what a fucking psycho.
No, she's looking real. She's looking worn, honey.
Well, she's getting there, I'm sure.
By no means am I a model either, but I'm like, she's looking worn.
I love it though. Getting lectured by a guy who drinks blood and wears a purse. Go back to your cutting yourself, you fucking weirdo. Yeah, dude, go ahead and step in the ring with him. Go for it. Like, I would love to see that. Oh, it's not that I care about my right to own a gun and protect my family. It's also that I question your motivation trying to stop me from being able to do it. Yeah, that's my big thing. We've got to take guns off the streets, bitch. You've had fucking 70 years to do it and haven't done it, and so you want to make it harder for me to carry to protect my family. Because why? Yeah, yeah. Well, it makes me feel good. Well, good for you. Fuck off. Yeah. Rescue dogs aren't broken. They're just waiting to be loved. Yes, they are. My Carl. My derpy fuck. Where is that picture of that?
My little baby boy Oliver.
Here's my derpy fuck. There he is. I love my derpy boy. When a lifetime Democrat from an iconic Democrat family who tried to run as a Democrat and whose running mate was a Democrat warned you about the dangers of voting for a Democrat in this election, you should probably listen. Yeah, just saying. Just saying. Missing someone is a terrible feeling. Ask any sniper.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to miss that shot. You only got one, baby. Oh, what's the next one? In Marine Corps years, I'm this old. Oh, fuck me running. Oh, yep. That was awesome. Good times.
Did she say if he had any fleas or something for this kind of addiction?
No, she didn't say.
All right, Blue.
Oh my
710. God. Where kids say don't even know who lived here. Who lived there? Come on. Who lived there?
Lived where?
That house, man. You don't know it, Pops. Just don't even try.
Okay.
All right. Like, you don't know. I'm asking if fucking Blue or 710. No, and Blue's like passing out laughing right now, just about. Who lived
He's
there?
like, live where? That house.
What house? Who lived there? Huh?
It's Friday.
It's Friday, right? It's Craig, man. Craig lived there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm like, don't ask me the names. I just know it's off of Friday.
How fucking stupid you gonna be fired on your day off? What are you stealing box for? You built a clubhouse.
What was it? I watched a video earlier today. This chick, and she posted it on TikTok thinking like people were gonna side with her.
Yeah.
She got a call from HR saying, hey, we're gonna have to let you go because you showed up to work late numerous times. And then like on her birthday, she did a no call, no show. But like it was funny because like the first one, it was like, yeah, you were late by like 18 minutes. And she's like, well, I still came and worked. It's like, that still doesn't make an exemption.
No,
and then she was like, I was late by 21 minutes. Or then she was late like 9 days later. And then it just kept going. And then they're like, yeah, and on this date, you didn't show up. Bitch, yeah, it's my birthday. It's like, okay, well, you still got to work. Like,
yes.
And she legit, she's like, man, y'all too grown for me to work with. I'm like, bitch, then you did a fucking little girl job if you are not ready for this kind of shit.
Oh my God.
Like, that's not how any of this shit works. And on top of that, she was like shocked, like, oh my God, they fired me. How dare they?
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking
How
kidding
dare
me?
they? Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, she legit posted this shit on Facebook or like TikTok. Like, oh yeah, people are gonna side with me. I was like, girl, no, you dumb as hell. You dumb as hell.
I got in trouble. I borderline pushed the line, getting in trouble a couple times in the last couple of weeks with people who were, because part of my job is inventory control and management, and besides running the dock, and I see people doing stupid shit, and I'm like, oh, hey, does that go there? Obviously not, because you just said so I don't know. Why don't you just do the lazy, super lazy thing and just put it over by my line and leave it there, and then go fuck off back to your station because you're too stupid to do your fucking job, or you're too fucking lazy. Just piss off. You know what? Just drop it there. I'll pick it up on my forklift and just fuck off. And thankfully, like all the managers like adore me, like they think I'm hilarious. And but he complained, and we call her the hatchet. And she's awesome, but she's had a terrible job. Of course, she's the head of HR, and she goes, yeah, you got to back it off a little bit. I'm like, fucking, can't you just fire these people? She's like, it's really hard. I'm like, why? Why is it hard to fire people? Well, they sue.
It's not hard to fire people. It's
No, it's
hard
not.
to hire
If you fire a person for a legit reason, like you are doing a shit job, your performance is poor, or you late to work or drunk to work. Shit.
They're so paranoid about it. They have to document it so many times that it's just.
Oh, they'd hate my ass if I was HR. They'd be like, she fired me. Did I give you the reasons as to why, though? I didn't just do it out of the fucking blind side.
Right.
You know, and that's why I'm like, I'm half debating on it. Like, growing up with my mom, she was an HR director at a care facility. So, like, she was like white on rice on these people's asses for taking care of the residents. Like, you treat these people like you would want your grandmother treated or your grandfather. Like, you don't just sit there and just half-ass everything because you got a shit day. Everybody's going to have shit days. I'm having a shit day because I'm dealing with you shitty people. My mom, she cared about the work that she was at. She cared about the residents. She cared about taking care of everybody. But if you cross that line and you fucked up, my mom was the first one to tell you straight blunt up, you fucked up. This is what's going to happen.
So let me ask everybody something. Is that, see, you always hear that generation, oh, they don't have the same work. Like, they don't have the same thing.
We just fired a woman that was, I'm assuming she's a Gen X. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. But she kept showing up to work late. And then she was interacting with the customers, which is fine. But when you start going like, aliens built the pyramids, and then you start giving your personal details, like, yeah, I've got a brain tumor, or I'm doing this, or I have a sexual preference, and like people are telling you, like, making it obvious to you, that's not comfortable to me, or I don't want to have this discussion anymore, and you just blatantly just like, fuck off, I'm still gonna keep talking about it. And then she got fired. And then she was saying that the millennial, that she was starting to bitch us out because she's like, these people act like they don't like their job, and millennials are fucking lazy, and nobody here smiles. I'm like, bitch, we do smile. You just kill the mood when you walk in. And plus, how are you gonna sit there and say that we're lazy? You walk in late, and you don't have an excuse. Just
I don't get that. Like I don't. I can only just say for sure, working where I am, or I have been for a while, I haven't been late one time, not one fucking time. I left early-ish one time after 4 hours because I was having panic attacks I just could not beat, and I left my meds at home. And I told my boss, I'm like, I gotta bounce. And I'm like, how many points do I have? Because that's their big thing there. And he's like, you've got, and like most people care like 4.5 occurrence points. He's like, you have 1.5 and the next one drops off a whole point tomorrow. So I'll just not do that, and you'll just go to a point. Just go home. Like you look terrible. And I was legit, like, you know, I'm white, Irish white, German white, but I was clear, sweating, like just not in a good place. And he's like, just get the fuck out of here, man. Never showed up late. I'm always early. I stay late all the time. I work fucking overtime. I've worked 50 plus hours for the last 3 months.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I don't complain, but like it's a good thing because you can bank that shit if you want to, and like, hey, I gotta bounce, or hey, I've already booked 40 hours. It's Thursday. Do you mind if I leave at like 10 o'clock on Friday? Hell no, get the fuck out of here. That's what you get when you work hard, show up early, put an effort in,
My employer, they're the same way. Like they take care of us. But because of all these VA appointments I've had with every health issue that has been coming at me in every different direction.
Yeah, they have to deal with it with me too. Sure, yeah, they're very understanding.
And my job has been very understanding, and I'm like, hey, I'll come in early. I got an appointment at 3:30, and I try to make it like it's either going to be the very first of the day or the very last of the day. And so I'm like, I'll come in early, or I'll come in, or I'll stay later. Like, and I was pulling overtime. I was coming in early and staying late. I think overall I had like the past 2 weeks I've accrued like over 85, 86 hours.
Yeah.
And I do my job. I don't half-ass my fucking job. And so my job has been very understanding when it comes to if I need to leave for a VA appointment, or if I'm late because of a VA appointment, or, if like the other day, we were dealing with a lot of, we were printing socks. We had to print 1,200 of 4 different colors.
Oh God, of socks?
Yeah, of socks for like a hospital. And so all day the day before, we were printing them, and then like all morning up till like noon, 1 o'clock, we were printing them. And they go on these metal plates that hold the socks while the ink goes on them. But when they come to the end, picking them up repetitively strained my arm. And at one point it just got so painful. I'm like, I gotta go home. Like, I'm practically useless right now.
You talk about
it was like the last 2 hours because I was trying to make it last. And my boss, my production manager, he's like, yeah, go for it. Like, okay.
You talk about pulling off the platens? Is that what you're talking about? Like
they're metal. So like they're metal sheets. There's either going to be 3 or 4 of them, but like this one, they're metal sheets that had like 4, I guess, pockets that you put the socks on, so that way the ink goes on it. And after a while, picking them up strains. Like for me, it was my inner forearm. I could feel like it go from like all the way from my wrist down to my elbow, and it was starting to get painful. And it just got to a point where I felt like I maybe pulled it, or I just, worked it too much. But yeah, they were like 2 o'clock. I was just like, look, I tried to hold on as long as I could. My hand and my arm is hurting. I am practically useless right now. Can I please go home? They're like, yeah, go for it. So went home, bought a wrist brace, an arm brace, iced it, everything, elevated. Next day, it was still kind of painful, but it was still able to function.
Yeah.
So my job, you always want to work for the people that help you take care of yourself and are understanding, but like, don't abuse that.
No, no, absolutely not. No, but that's one of the things I love about where I work, and the issue has come up, and the idea has come up is I can go some other places and make a lot more money. Not a lot, but make more money, right? But I get away with a lot of shit there, but I break my balls for that company, and I work my dick into the dirt. And so, do I take unauthorized off the clock smoke breaks? Yes, I do. Has my boss and multiple bosses caught me? Yes, literally caught me. Do they say shit? No. Why? I show up every day. I show up early. I work my ass off. I stay late. I don't complain. I offer solutions. I don't bitch. I will ask questions about, hey, why the hell are we doing this? Well, this. How about maybe can we try this? And every once in a while, it's like, oh, fuck.
I do this thing where
we can do
sometimes
that.
I'll show up late to work by like 5 minutes with like a coffee, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I got caught up in the line. Or I'm very rarely am I really late. I think I've only been really late one time, but that was because as soon as I got to work, I realized I did not have my heart prescription with me. And I was like, it's a 10-minute fucking drive. So I immediately texted my production manager. I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm literally in the parking lot, but I have to turn around and go home and get my heart meds. He's like, go for it. I do my job, and I do my job in an efficient, timely manner. And a lot of the times, my boss, the owner of the fucking business, he leaves me the fuck alone. He's like, do what you want.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And again, I will never abuse that. And that's why when I see a lot of people just like constantly calling off, and they're like, then they get surprised that they're getting points deducted or they get fired. And it's like, why are you surprised?
Yeah. We had a guy. Literally, I was talking to my boss, the boss, about this on Friday because nobody was there. There was like 5 people at work because everybody took off, to get a 4-day week instead of a 3-day week. And of course, I put in for it, but I put in for it too late, and he rejected it, which is funny. He came up and he says, "Hey, by the way, this is why." Like right away, the next day when it got rejected, he told me. I'm like, who does that? But anyways, he's like, yeah, did you hear about Paul? I'm like, no. He goes, this motherfucker. He looked real quick. This motherfucker asked me 2 days ago if he could have off on Friday. He's like, no, I got too many people off.
You didn't put in sufficient enough time.
So no, you put in for it, I'm gonna deny it. And then he calls me at 1900, he said, Eastern Standard Time ish, and said, are you gonna be mad at me if I call off? And he's like, look, I'm not your dad, but fucking do what you want to do. You're gonna get an occurrence, so do what you want to do. And he's like, I hung up on him. I was like, that's hilarious. That is so funny. He's like, he's a vet. He's a vet, right? I was like, yeah, I think he's a vet. He's an Army vet, right? And he goes, yeah. I said, I don't think he made it all the way, or if he did, like, I don't know, there's something wrong with the guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's tried a couple times to connect with me, and I'm like,
very rarely do I call in, and if I call in, it's either I'm dealing with a migraine that has gotten out of control, or I'm actually sick. Very, very rarely do I call in.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like, I could afford a day off, but I'm like,
sure, everyone every once in a while, but I literally can't afford a day off. I literally can't afford it. Fucking goddamn.
Well, that and the days I'm not there, I get one of the guys. He was like, so you were gone one day. He's like, I think it was when you were not feeling good. He's like, you were gone one day, and I was doing your job down here. He's like, I am so sorry that we do not make shit easy for you. Because he's like, I don't know how you do it down here. Because where I'm at, I'm at the end of the dryer catching all these shirts and everything else, and then boxing them and then getting them ready for packaging. And sometimes it just gets so overwhelming. And like yesterday, like my boss is like, how you doing? And I'm like, overwhelmed. And he's like, let us know if you need help. I'm like, was that not my cry for help? Well, like I sucked it up and I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, when you got like 3 different printers or like, all these fucking shirts, socks, whatever coming down at you, and you're just like, I gotta keep track of how many's in each what. I gotta get them fucking box. I gotta mark them off. I gotta get this shit. I gotta get that shit. No, it goes over there. Yes, it's been counted for. No, that needs to be counted. Get those girls on that. Like just shit like that.
Oh yeah, I did. I did that job for. It's not easy. I did it for a company called Sissy Shirts. It's when I had my appendicitis. There's a company I was working for. That shit is no joke, man. It isn't, because you got to turn and burn. You have to turn and burn to make money, and so you got to be Johnny on the spot all the fucking time. And anytime something goes wrong, there's a guy I still talk to who works there. His name was John. My name was John, so they call me Dose. They call me Dose because it was a very small shop, right? And I mean, Jesus Christ, sometimes you just get like over fucking whelmed and all of a sudden, like, screen.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go fucking bullshit or get clogged up, and all of a sudden you get 5 shirts that just end up looking like fucking shit, and you're like, oh, fuck. Stop everything, throw those away, fucking clean that, get the fucking stuff out. Rubbish,
it's
man.
either that or like yesterday we had the print guys. I was busy in one project. Actually, I was busy in 2 projects, and they checked their own shirts. And my also thing is I'm also QA, so I'm making sure that the inks are the right colors, that they're looking like the same mock-up, everything's spelled correctly, yada yada yada.
Right.
And these guys check their shit, and then they start printing. And then I get back to these shirts, and I'm like looking at, and I look at the shirts, and then I'm looking at, oh my God. And I'm like, guys, stop printing. You guys are putting them on the front. They're supposed to go on the back.
Oh, no.
So there was like 40 fucking shirts fucked up. I'm like, and I was so irritated because I'm like, why the fuck do y'all have me down here if you're not gonna fucking tell me you need your shit checked? Like, and then you guys come down here, you pull the shit up, and you're like, yeah, it's good, and then you fucking just cause this bullshit. I was so irritated.
That's what it is. D says Minnie needs the walking HR complaint t-shirt. All right. Blue loves blankets because she fucking hates socks.
Yeah.
And Blue does whatever you want. And Blue's boss, why the fuck are you laying on the floor with 97,000 blankets?
Because I fucking can. You told me I can do whatever I want.
Because I fucking can. Tim Waltz with his combat service medals. Oh, that motherfucker. I swear to God. I mean, like, it's fine. Like, everybody embellishes a little bit here and there. We all tell stories, and the older we get and the drunker we get, sometimes they get worse and worse. But like,
Speaking
fucking
of telling
shit.
stories, I have in my hands a container of strawberry cream cheese.
Yeah.
And a Pepsi, both of which were here for lunch today. I'm going to take a little hiatus and put them back in the refrigerator. I'll see you.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. If Joe did such a good job and everything is so great, why is Harris promising to fix everything on day 1? Now, all right, now left, right, don't give a shit. That's fucking funny because that's one of the things she's stumping on. I'm gonna fix everything on day 1. Bitch, you've been there. What are you talking about?
She's only able to step in for the president when the president's not able to do his duty.
Oh God, get the fuck out of here with your
It's basically like your mom and dad. Your mom makes all the calls, and then when mom's not able to, dad's like, "Well, I guess I can fix this."
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't because your mom told me no.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic for both parties, but it's like I can't be optimistic for the Republicans.
Let's not be optimistic for either party. Let's just agree on that.
I just don't. I'm a libertarian. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's the thing. Like, one of the guys I'm going to come have on here in the next few weeks is John Fannin, and he's one of the guys that literally changed the way I looked at a lot of things, especially politics, pretty much politics actually, and set me on this libertarian path, and it's a great path. It is and isn't. It's great
because you're seeing everything from both sides,
and you get to hate everybody, but also
and then you hate everybody.
But then you also realize how fucked we are. Like, because you don't buy into the identity of one thing.
No.
Everything's being so great as my gag.
I mean, do I believe in some things the Liberal Party does?
Everything's so great as my gal gets in. You're just looking at everything going, fuck.
Just leave everybody.
That's part of being a libertarian. Like, yeah, there's liberal policies.
Do your thing. Let them do their thing. As long as nobody is hurting the other, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. That's I think the most horrible thing about being a libertarian is that, like, and it sounds good, but you get to pick and choose a little bit. Like, you're like, oh, I think these things are good. I think these social programs are good. Because there are some safety nets that have helped me and my family out tremendously. I think belong there because we're a very affluent country and they should be. However, I think they should be incentive based. Like, hey, We're going to give you this money. We're going to take care of you. However, we're going to help you not depend on us, and we're going to give you tools to do that. I think that should be a part of the money.
Oh yeah.
And I think things on the far right, which is pretty much anything that disagrees with the View, is far right. And it's like, come on, no. It's not far right. It's just conservative. It's just people who believe in God, have certain values and principles they want to hold on to. And some of them, there's way freaks on the outside. They're like, the Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh yeah.
God kills soldiers because we legalize gay marriage. Stop.
Again, being a libertarian, by all means, I do believe in God. Praise God. But at the same time, I'm like, I believe that everybody deserves to get married. If you are same sex,
you're lucky enough to find love in this hateful fucking crazy place.
I'm like, but if you find somebody that makes you happy and makes you feel safe and happy and secure, by all means, marry that person. Does it matter? Does it matter?
No, it doesn't affect you. So fuck off.
And then like I get like the Catholic friends that I had a friend who was a Satanist. He's a former Marine, and we both know each other's religion. We've agreed we never talk about our religion. We just leave it at that. We're friends. But like when I told it to one of my coworkers who was like a Catholic guy, smokes, drinks, all this nonsense. And he's like, it's kind of weird to have a friendship with a Satanist. I'm like, Jesus, I ate at the same table with the sinners.
Pretty interesting dude, though, to hang out with, right?
He's a very nice dude. He does not talk about religion. We don't talk about religion. When I first started talking to him about it, I was like, so do you do like the whole animal sacrifice? He's like, oh no, absolutely not. He's like, we don't do that. Yeah. He's like, we also don't do any harm to children. He's like in his group, they don't do that. He's like, granted, we have the extremists, like y'all have the Westboro Baptist Church and whatnot. I'm like, okay, I can understand that. He's like, in every religion, there's always going to be an extremist.
Sure.
But he's like, we don't do that.
Oh man, takes one sip of coffee, my booty hole. Yep, every morning when I go to work. I'm like, I just took a shit at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god,
I got my coffee at 5:30. 6 o'clock, I clock in, and that's my
I had coffee and tacos yesterday, so my
Did you just say coffee?
Yes.
It's coffee.
With a Boston accent?
Why is everybody making fun of me with the way I say shit?
With coffee.
It's coffee. Coffee is Boston. You get coffee, maybe you hop in the car, you take your boys to the yard, you get some beers. Yeah, that's fucking Boston. Where the fuck did that come from?
Andy, I don't know.
I love you. I love you. It's fine. It's hilarious. I do Chicago shit all the time, and I still say for sure and totally.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. I lived in California for quite a while, so like you just can't get it.
That's us.
Yeah, it's not getting out. It's just in there. Before you do something stupid this week, just remember the judge won't be in until Tuesday morning. Yeah, did that one time. Oops. Got a DUI on New Year's Eve.
Not smart.
I got bailed out, though.
After you had an argument with your dad that you weren't going to go outside the apartment.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
Right.
After my fourth whiskey, I heard a whisper. Now's the time to tell people what you really think. That's what the bar is, bitch. Always hide with someone in worse shape than you. There's bears out there, Gonna be fast. Should be faster than the other motherfucker. Oh, the aquarium hosts weddings and the beluga whales love to sneak in the photos. That is fucking.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, come on. Like, are you gonna get photobombed? That's a
photobomb by a beluga. I would love that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, look at it, baby. Look at the whale.
Why can't you just be normal, Marines? Well, you know, just reasons. It's just the propaganda and the lack of facilities and the lack of money and the lack of proper leadership, and then we just go fucking crazy. And then they let us loose, and it's fucking awesome. When they let us loose, it's awesome. Remember when you dropped out of 2020 race because you sucked? Nothing changed. That's awesome. If you train on one of these PR, I call prick 77s, your colonoscopy may be overdue. Yeah, it is actually. And my doctor keeps telling me Cologuard, and I keep refusing to do it because I'm a fucking retard. But, you know, moving on.
No, you need to get on that shit.
Yeah, I know. 4 passengers, 14 passengers, 300 passengers.
Jesus.
I was used by the sex industry. Bitch, that's what happens. What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Not. Your chances of being ruthlessly cut down by a raccoon operating an M1 1917 Browning machine gun chambered in 30-06 Springfield ammunition strapped with a 250 count cloth textured belt magazine with a loaded mixture of armor piercing incendiary tracer rounds are low, but never zero.
And you shouldn't have.
Well, don't fuck with raccoons, man. Next thing you know, they'll be trying to make this wartime classic with the white guy. I'm just a dude,
Wait, another dude, and a dude. I showed a clip of that one time to one of my coworkers. He's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Have you not seen Tropic Thunder?"
What?
And then again, I've realized this kid's like 22 years old. So I'm like, okay, I am kind of aging myself here, but I'm like, yeah. And he looks at the cast. He's like, "Oh, just left in it."
I had a kid that worked at Ruby's at the steakhouse I worked at, and he never saw Airplane. And we're like, "Oh, we gotta fix this." And he's like, "Well," I think I can get it, you know, on Amazon Prime. Like, yeah. So we invited, you know, everybody over. A lot of times we came over to my place for UFC fights. But like, yeah, let's go over and introduce Jeff to Airplane. I had no idea his dad was a Navy SEAL. His dad was home at the time, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, and I kind of looked at him, and I'm like, you kind of, you know, you get smell test, you kind of see, and he's like, you, and I'm like, you, sir, yeah, okay, we're gonna educate your son on, and he goes, he got a little wide eyed. I'm like, oh no, because there was like 5 guys in the floor. Like, no, Airplane. He goes, oh. Yes, go. Oh, it was great. He just loved it. And we were cracking up laughing. He's like, oh, this is great. Nobody does anything like this. I'm like, yeah, because your generation is pussies. That was not me. That was his dad. It was hilarious. Imagine telling someone who isn't a basketball fan that this guy's the biggest trash-talking psychopath to ever play in the NBA. He was. Him and Michael Jordan were like 1.5. But that dude was like, Google, watch some YouTube videos. He was, I mean, like, fucking mean. Like, mean to a point where, like, shake your soul mean? Like, shake your soul mean. Like, I talked a lot of shit on the baseball diamond, but fucking goddamn, I heard some of the shit he did. I'm like, wow. Too much, dude. Hey, Johnny, not service connected. Oh. Yeah, well. About to make that fight again. Yay. Me at 2 p.m. I need to eat better. Me at 11 p.m. Give me the garbage. Give me the garbage. Yes.
Don't tell me what I need to do.
No. The Price is Right. Host Bob Barker dead at 99. My man got so close as possible to going over $1. Legend. That's gangster right there. Ever since he or Claire moved to our village, all the women stopped having headaches. Well,
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Temp dropped below 90 degrees. Midwesterners. Crock pot's coming up, baby. I love crock pot food. Are you kidding me? Love it. Chili, pot roast. Get the fuck out of here. Pot roast, beef roast, pork roast. I love it. Especially because it's fucking, my wife just gets up in the morning, gets the kids off school, throws the shit in there, turns it on, takes a nap. Much happier when I come home than, have to do everything from scratch. Like,
Oh, well, yeah. But, like, the problem, I would love to cook more at this house, especially with the crock pot. But the fucking bum that also lives here, too,
it's irresponsible.
will be like, hey, can I have some? And it's like, did you contribute any dollar to this fucking meal? If the answer
You
is
didn't
no,
put
you ain't
on
getting
this,
shit.
man.
Like, you ain't getting shit. If you don't contribute any fucking money, you ain't getting shit. Go eat your fucking pizza like you do daily. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Even my dad one time, he's like, you gonna let him have some food? I'm like, no. He's like, come on, now, you come home hungry. And I knew my dad was saying it just to get a rouse out of me because I could see him on the other end of the phone, like, I'm like, no, fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, no, hell no. Hell no. Researchers have found that plants know they're being eaten. Joe Rogan says vegans are going to eat air now.
Oh, Jesus.
God bless your cotton socks. Oh, my friend Joe recently went to Dolly Parton diet. How did it work? It really made her Jolene.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm glad you're spayed.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, I'm going to put some punny ones in there. If I come to your cookout and bite into one of these carrot dogs, all hell's going to break loose. Yeah, somebody's
fuck, no.
Somebody's
I'm all for eating healthier, having healthier options like turkey meatballs is for me. But I'll be damned if y'all feed me a fucking carrot dog.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the turkey. That's fine. It's all right. You're still eating protein, but like, I'm gonna walk up to you and like, I'm never coming over to your home again, ever. And I don't even really know you anymore. Goodbye. But I'm your brother-in-law.
I'm taking back my birthday gift too.
Yes. I want my bread maker back. I want my bread maker back, bitch.
You bought the kid something for his fucking birthday. It's like, nah, bitch, you ain't getting shit.
Nah, hell no.
Thank your dad.
You first yourself as talking shit about you. Joke's on him. I'll fucking ruin his life.
Fuck yeah.
Ouch. Oh man, no way, man. God, you could go back. Oh. That's
if I could go
conundrum.
back, I would stop myself from that date with my ex-husband. I'd be like, don't do it. Just bang him and then go home. Just bang him and never contact him ever again.
But here's the thing. That's the thing that always runs through my head, and I hate it. Is I wouldn't be here if I didn't make those decisions.
And that's what I have to tell myself.
As shitty as they are, I ended up with a fucking amazing wife. Like stupid.
Well, I've had an amazing boyfriend too, and I have to thank the fact that I went through a little bit of bullshit to get that. But it's like, man, there's some things I've been like, I would have stayed in the Navy, never would have got out.
Yeah.
There's some things if I could do over, I would never stay with my ex-husband for as long as I did. I would have stayed in the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have James. I wouldn't have Edie. I sent that picture to her. She stole my sunglasses. She also melted them, by the way. Still trying to. Well, she melted like part of the lens, like because she put it next to the fire or something like that. But it's like it was a pretty cool picture, right? And that's like that shit that keeps me going. Is like that little shit, and it's like I wouldn't have had that. I would have stayed in or contracted. I would have met Michelle, or might not have, and I would have been in Cincinnati at the time, and this wouldn't all happen. So it's like, life's brutal, and not brutal, but it's rough, and I got to work my dick in the dirt. But great wife, got a home, roof over my family.
I mean,
Two
yeah, that's
beautiful
the thing.
kids. It's like
I
fucking
got,
shit.
you know, I got a great boyfriend. I've got a caring boyfriend. I mean, he's derpy at times, but he's my
He
dude.
is a little derpy at times, isn't he?
But he's my dude.
I love you,
And,
710.
he makes me feel secure in our relationship. And I'm
He's
like,
a good man. He's a
I
good man.
wouldn't trade him for anything or anybody.
No, he's a good man. Like I'd never laid eyes on him. Of course, you guys came here, and I was very impressed. I was very impressed. He
Stop talking about him.
he does care about you, and he's a sweet guy, and he's got some very good qualities. He's got the capability to take care of you. Also, he has a thing about cats, which is pretty cool. And he's right about fucking Charlie, because that motherfucker keeps fucking growing. It's like fucking Jesus Christ.
He's
a psycho. He's a lunatic because
we told you, look at his products, like
he lets the kids. As Pops, he lets the kids we stop them when we catch them, but a lot of times he kind of lets the kids kind of rough them up a little bit, like, pick them up, like not in healthy ways and whatnot. And he's just kind of like, oh, fuck, here we go again, and then he'll come and sleep with me, and then he'll fuck off and he'll go and sleep with the kids in the middle of the night. Like, he loves them. It's weird. He's a good boy, and he's getting bigger by the fucking day. It's fucking scary. Interviewer, please make yourself comfortable. Me. Hey. If that actually is a trick I've heard about in corporate stuff. Pops, you might be able to corroborate this, but they would take interviewees on like an important position to lunch, and they'd all order drinks and see if you ordered one. And if you order one, they wouldn't hire you. I was like, that's some dirty ass shit right there. Like,
I've heard that, and that's why anytime work takes us out, like they bought us actually tickets for a baseball game this Thursday, and I granted I'm sober anyways, but it was like I've heard that my mom said that before. She's like, if anytime a business offers to take you out to lunch and you order a drink, it puts you more of in a negative light.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: like our company does a Christmas party. I've done it twice, and I'm, believe it or not, pretty good with my liquor and good with my drinking, especially when I know I gotta ease it up. I'm not firing 6 shots an hour.
Yeah.
But I had a chance to go to a Reds game at a VIP suite. The company bought out a couple ones. Somebody wasn't up to it, under the weather, so I didn't get to go. But
I'll raise my hand.
yeah. But it would have been fun to go, because every time I actually interacted with the higher ups, even with alcohol, I kind of gauged them, they gauged me, and it's okay. You just can't get out of control. Just don't get stupid about it, but have fun and say some shit you normally wouldn't say, but don't go too far. And they're gonna say some shit. I've heard some shit from the guy who writes my checks. Literally, he's like, some of these people, literally, quote unquote, literally, some of these people I could just throw in a dumpster. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, my mom used to come home and she'd be like, "This little bitch, let me tell you," or she just cracks me up. She'd be like, sometimes these people, she's like, "I fucking hate dealing with some of these bitches because they just come home and they all of them acting like fucking immature little children." I'm like, okay, I understand.
Dean says, have they seen the show? Yeah. Actually, quite a few people at work have seen the show. My facility manager, my warehouse manager, my immediate boss has seen it, and they're all cool with it. So, because I don't talk shit about my company ever. It's not a thing I do. I'm grateful.
But then
Yeah.
again, I can't really talk shit about my company because, like, dude, they treat me fucking great. I can't.
Yeah.
bitch.
They do.
Do
They
we
do.
have in some days? Yes, but
Yeah, for sure. Me when I let an absolute swamp gas when the MEPS doctor checks my booty hole. Oops.
oh god.
I may or may not have farted in my duck walk. I'm just saying. I may or may not have done it. I did. I farted in my duck walk. In this cave once lived a truly vile and terrifying creature to put fear into the hearts of many and brave medieval knights.
With sharp-fingered, pointy teeth.
Big.
Look.
And to pull out the holy hand grenade of Antioch, man. A client this morning called PTSD spicy deja vu, and I lost it. Oh, I fucking love it. That is the best.
What was it? I called panic attack one time a mental hijack. That was the only way I could describe it to my therapist one time. It's like a mental hijack. She's like, "Oh, that's a new way of putting it."
I spicy deja vu. I think is my new one. I'm lucky, like, because Dr. McHottie, her husband, very cool, Division I baseball player, also a veteran, and so like, and she takes care of a lot of first responders and shit like that. So she like totally gets it, and it's, like I'm gonna bring it up to her. Like, I think we need to change PTSD to spicy deja vu. What do you think?
I love my therapist. She's very, very sweet, very realistic about, I have to take care of me, and she's very blunt.
Oh yeah, mine is too. And it's funny. Dr. Mahadi came from Michelle, not me. She's like, I looked up your therapist. She's fucking hot. I'm like, yeah, she's good looking, but what are you concerned? She's like, no, I think it's good. I think you actually like, fucking talk to her. And I'm like, okay, all right, that works. But yeah, like she brought up something. And I don't know, it's a thing because I have, been dealing with fucking, and a lot of people with massive anxiety issues. It's called a Stella ganglia block.
I don't know.
It's a shot you got to get in your neck. But supposedly it helps you, like, gives your brain a break to like rewire a little bit from like the hyper vigilance shit, and just kind of lets you just kind of also there's magic mushrooms, so I don't know, we'll see.
I'm gonna have to probably get off soon.
Oh well, we're almost at the end anyway, so Ohio State weak sauce. Oh
yeah, why did you put that there?
I don't know.
I don't
Who
know
did put that
either.
there?
What a bitch. That bitch.
Oh my god. Good times. All right. Well, let me try and find something real quick, Blue, to like end it up on a funny kind of like,
All right, well, if my shit shuts off, that's why.
Well, all right, I got you. Let me try if I can see if I can find it. I was holding on to it for a minute. Oh, here we go. All right, I'll play this. I'll play this clip after and then do my usual shit. But final thoughts, Blue. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Pops, for hanging on as long as you have. 710 for putting up with us and taking the elbows from your beautiful woman watching football. God damn. I mean, you gotta have some fucking rough left fucking bruises on your arm right there, because guarantee you she's just what the fuck, But anyway, final thoughts, Blue. What you got for me, baby girl?
Make good choices. If you need help, get help. There's nothing wrong with getting help. It's football season. Be smart. Don't drink and drive. and be a good sport about shit. Yeah, Jason and I, we had a little rivalry going on, but in all good sense, we don't fucking hurt each other with it. So make good choices.
Absolutely. Pops, you got anything?
No, really. What she said is what I agree with. I think that is awesome. Just if you see somebody that's having trouble, ask what's going on. Don't try to fix it. Just ask and get them to talk about it. They know what the answer is, and you let them discover the answer.
Absolutely. Dean says Blue's got 97,000 blankets. 710's got a blue tarp on the floor. Oh my gosh. All right. Blue, I found this clip. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. I don't know why. I just kind of thought you would. Did I do it right? No, I fucked it up. Hold on.
Just send it to me, dude.
I've been drinking for fucking. Give me a break.
I know. That's why we're gonna call it good night.
No. I got it now. All right. There we go.
Sex with a woman, okay? Because I know that it is not easy to have sex with a woman. I've tried. You can hear this voice. I've been down there, okay? I've served. I've done my time. I enlisted early. I got out early. I've gone down on a lot of women. I'm bad at it, okay? I was amazing. I was like, we got all the same stuff. This should be easy. And then I got down there. Have you ever tried to turn on the shower at somebody else's house?
God.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what is this, German? What's going on? I treated eating a woman out the way that I treat changing a flat tire. Or I got down there and I was just like, listen, I know there's a right way to do this. But I gotta call my dad. Yeah, no, I'm looking right at it. Yeah, I'm looking right at it. What'd you do to mom? She seems chill. What's going on? Tell me everything. Oh, yeah, I can FaceTime for sure. I turn the camera around. He's like, well, there's your problem right there.
That's great. I love you, Blue. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Give my love to 710 and the pitties and the cats, and I'll see you next week. All right?
See you next week.
Love you.
Take care, everybody.
I knew you. I end on a good note with that. All right. As usual, I'll run through my little clips and call it a day.
And now for something completely different.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.